It's difficult because you've not seen it done. But me, I know what it is. I know that when they offer anything to an idol, which my father was a priest, once you bring it and you put your hand on it and my father collects it on behalf of the oracles, you have no business with it anymore. We may decide to kill it and leave it right at the junction for it to rot away. You can't say, look at how much I used to buy that thing and see what they have done with it. It's a sacrifice. You don't have any right over it. Now, you know what touched me? When a man becomes a living sacrifice to God, please listen, he has completely, totally handed over the certificate of ownership of his life to God. Now, I want to explain something quickly. It does not matter anymore what God chooses to do with it. You're not getting me. When even if, let's imagine that you have read so much, you are a professor, so to say, or you have one of these highest degree. When you offer it to God as a sacrifice, it becomes his. What he does with it is no more anything to you. Do you get me? If God uses it, he may decide to use it for something that looks glorious. The glory is not yours, because it's no more yours. And he may decide to use it for something that does not, and people say, what are you wasting the whole of this man for? It's not your business. You don't even feel bad. Now, I don't know how to put this. Sometimes because I've seen people who wanted to be in God's work. They want to be in the ministry. But they also want to find achievement. Do you get me? Bob, for example, when you decide to be in ministry, when you have offered your life to God as a sacrifice, can I inform you, it's no more your business what God uses you for. It's not your business where he uses you. If he decides, he say, have you given it to me as my own? You say, yes, Lord, it's mine. He said, okay, go now and begin to drive the car for Tim Hall. That's what I want to use you for. You don't say, me with all my knowledge. No, it doesn't arise. It's a sacrifice. Usable anywhere by God for his own purpose. But the unfortunate thing, many of us want to be in God's work, but we are not yet a sacrifice. So we are still saying, Lord, I want to serve you, but use me here. I don't know whether you understand. Lord, you see, I want to serve you, but why not here? And if he's using you to do something that does not appeal to you, as if it is worthy, you feel bad. Say, is this why I resign my job? If it's a sacrifice, it's a sacrifice. Whatever he uses it for now is his own decision. It's no more mine. And I sense that ministry cannot be right until you have first of all become what? A living sacrifice. And I want to say, can I say it like this? Now, when a man becomes a sacrifice, when you become a sacrifice, again, it doesn't mean that God might decide to use you for something that is not very important. He may decide and say, yes, Linda has offered herself to me as a sacrifice. I want to give her an ambassadorial job where she's going to be earning millions of dollars. Now, I want to tell you again, even that has no excitement for Linda. because it's not hers. When she brings millions of dollars or millions of pounds, it's not hers. To whom does it belong? To the Lord, because she's a sacrifice. Nobody needs to come and congratulate her and say, oh, Linda, that's a great job. That's a great job. No. If we need to congratulate anybody at all, whom do we congratulate? God, the owner. I wish there will be people here who become living sacrifice. And then God freely uses them anyway. Don't be afraid as if once you become a living sacrifice, all of us must end in church ministry. No, we don't all have to be. There will be some living sacrifices that will still be engineers. Am I confusing your mind now? There will be some living sacrifices that God will say, go on in academics, because I will one of these days need a vice chancellor over the university.